Hi everyone, it's Beverly Johnson, your fairy bra mother. Let's stretch your knowledge of elastics used in bra making with this short video where I explain the different types of elastics that are used in bra making and all the different styles. So stay tuned. Okay, so basically in any bra there are three types of elastics. We have band elastics, we have strap elastics, and we have neckline trim. So those three types, there, helps if it's on the right side. So these three types of elastic all have their own uses and different configurations. So let's just talk right now about band elastic. So band elastic is what runs under the bust all around the back, and you need it fairly firm in order to, in what we call engage the elastic or engage the tension. But there are different types of elastic. Some are much more firm than others. This one is actually sold as firm elastic. Well, let's check how firm is firm. And so I'm just going to take 10 inches of that elastic. There's 10 inches. I'm going to stretch it, and it stretches basically 3 inches up to the 13. And so we say that that's about a 30% stretch. And so that is definitely a firm elastic. And also this elastic is a 1/2 inch wide. And one thing I want to just tell you, sometimes when, especially if you're buying from overseas or whatever, they will tell you about the elastic as being so many millimeters, but they will include the scallop edge. And so this particular one is actually 12 millimeters before the scallop, and is actually 14 millimeters with the scallop included. So just be aware that that is kind of what happens. Make sure you know what you're ordering. And so that particular elastic, the same firm elastic, comes in a narrower width. This is about a 10 millimeter elastic here, or 3/8. This is typically used under the arms, or what they call the top band. And again, this one has the, about a 30% stretch, seems to stretch nicely. And when I say stretch, I don't want you to reef on it, but I want you to treat it until it kind of meets resistance. That's how I measure elastics. So that is the 3/8. But of course, they also have a wide one if you require a wider band. This would be usually for larger ladies, or sometimes sports bras or bralettes even. You might want a wider band. And so this one is 3/4 inch width. So let's measure the stretch on this one. And so again, 10 inches. And it also wants to go up to 30. So these are all fairly firm band elastics. But what if we want something a little softer? Because, sometimes the firm might be too firm. And so here's a soft elastic. And this one here, we take 10 inches. The soft one actually goes right up to 16. So this has like a 60% stretch. And you can see how that really is quite stretchy, but it is very soft. That plush back makes it very, very comfortable. So that's that one. And then we have some other little types here. And these ones are just different. They have like a sort of a modified kind of scallop, a very trimmed up, nice scallop. It's very pretty. Okay, and 10 inches. This one actually goes to 14. So this one is a little firmer than soft, but a little softer than firm, if that makes sense. Anyway, and last we have this little peachy colored one. And so this one, 10 inches. Ooh, that feels very soft. Okay, and 10, goes up to almost to 15. So definitely this one is kind of the medium in between the 30% firm and the 60% soft. So that's kind of right in between. Okay. Okay, so here's another type of band elastic. This is what we call the wide waistband elastic, and it is really good. One thing, it's non-roll. So you could use this on the edge of a bralette. You could use this, you know, for the top of a bathing suit. You could use it under a sports bra, men's underwear. You know, there's all kinds of uses for this. And definitely it should be in your little collection. So let's measure 10 inches of this. Oh, right to there. And we'll stretch that. Oh, and it goes to 30. But you know, I mean, it's firm. However, it does not feel tight on the body at all. So sorry about the white on white here. But anyway, it does come in a couple of different colors. But man, I love this stuff. So let's move on and talk about strap elastic. So strap elastic comes in some very narrow widths. Here's a little tiny width. This one's actually 5/16. And so a lot of women will use this if they're making like a strappy kind of bra with those sexy straps that sort of go down into the cleavage. So that one's rather nice. And then we have, of course, a sparkly elastic here. Now this strap elastic, I mean, it's plushy on the back, so it doesn't itch, so don't worry about that. But as far as strap elastic goes, let's take 10 inches of that, okay, and pull it. Oh, Lordy. See, that goes almost to the 16. So this one, to me, for strap elastic, unless you're very small or self-supporting, you're definitely going to want to put a ribbon behind that and you know, stabilize that a little bit. But anyway, that's that 3/8. So what else have we got right here? So here's one that is a little bit curvy. You know, if it's too curvy, you can, you know, blast that with a steam iron and get it a little straighter. Although curve is not a bad thing when you're making a bra. Not all the elastics are shiny. Here's a matte finish one. You can see the difference there. And those are quite nice too. This particular matte finish one has about a 30% stretch. Very nice. This one, this is one from my own collection here. 10 inches. Oh, look at that. It barely goes to 13. This is a very nice elastic. Definitely good for straps. Absolutely. And what else? Oh, we've got this one, of course. So these satins are all, oh, I can't even tell the shiny side from the matte side here, but 10 inches of this one, oh, only goes to 12. So only about 20% stretch. So this is an awesome strap. So I want to show you something. Now here, this is supposedly, and I just showed you that other one. This is supposedly, and I bought this as being 3/4 inch strapping. Well, guess what? It isn't. When I look at this, I immediately know if this is 3/4, then that's got to be 1 inch. Well, no, because when we measure in millimeters, this is 20 millimeters wide. Okay, guess what? That's exactly 3/4 of an inch wide. But when I measure this one, it's actually it's really closer, kind of. It's almost 3/4, but not, which, you know, is kind of hard to tell in inches. But when you measure it in millimeters, oh my, it's really only about 17 millimeters. So it's really difficult when you're buying online, especially if you buy sliders from one source and elastic from another. You need to make sure that these match. And so here I have some sliders and rings here. And so if you just said, oh, well, you know, this is 3/4, I'll just buy 3/4. And then you go and you try it on, you know, sometimes they can be very sloppy in the elastic, but it's worse when they're too tight. So here, just so that you see, oh my goodness, like this, look at how this slider is not quite big enough because it is collapsing the elastic on each end. Okay, so just be aware that when I measure these sliders and rings, in here you always measure the inside of a slider and ring. Hopefully you can see that. Inside of a slider and ring, this is just about 18. So yes, this is the right size for this one, but don't use it for something like this. It's just too sloppy and they will just slide down. So that's your straps. And now, of course, let's move these out of the way. And now our neckline trim. Well, there's different neckline trims. And you know, we've talked about the stretchiness of these trims. However, it almost doesn't matter if they're stretched to this neckline trim or not, because in reality, your neckline edge should be stabilized. And therefore, this neckline edge is really only a finishing trim rather than an actual support element, because these, as you see, are very stretchy. In fact, this little one stretches over here to 16, 15, 16. So it's definitely very, very soft. This one, here's 10 inches. And, oh, yeah, it easily goes up to 16, definitely. So now where was that other one? Oh, this one. This one's very pretty. And as you see, they're just just kind of a nice trim edge. Let's take 10 inches of this one. And it goes beyond. It's actually trying to go beyond almost to 17. So definitely a very stretchy trim. But as I say, your neckline is going to be stabilized. I mean, you are stabilizing your necklines, right? So now let's get to something that's very popular, especially on my new London, Paris, and Milan. And so we have here fold over. Now fold over is nice. It's shiny on one side, matte on the other, and it's got this neat little space, sort of, it's almost like a run that goes up the middle. But that's where you can fold it and give it a press at the iron. So you can have it pressed so that the shiny side shows, or you can have it pressed so that the matte side is the one that you use. And it's very easy to sew on. You just literally encase the raw edge in that and you're good to go. But if you think fold over is boring, you haven't seen the printed fold overs that I just got. I was pretty excited to get these, so I bought one in every one. And so these are very pretty. However, because they are printed on one side, the back is white or a very off-white kind of color. And so you would not use that on any other side except the printed side. But anyway, this gives you kind of a brief overview of the different elastics that you would typically use in your bra making. So I hope this makes it a little more understandable. And thanks for watching.